What's up, fight fans? J.Cotto. Welcome to J.Cotto's Fight Page. And I'm going to give you my review, as I promised, of the 24/7 programming that consisted of Miguel Cotto and Saul Canelo Alvarez. And, well, Miguel Cotto, considered Puerto Rico's Hercules, and Canelo Alvarez, which is Mexico's Perseus, right? That's how I see it. Both at the top of their careers, all right? Both have their countries behind them, and we all know that a long rivalry between countries within the sport now bear on these two men's shoulders. Okay, David versus Goliath, Perseus versus the Kraken, Hercules versus the Hydra, Adam Warlock versus Black Bolt. It all adds some color to the picture when I say these things. Canelo finished Kirkland, in which was already finished, and Cotto, to most, finished an already finished Sergio Martinez, even though Martinez himself said my knees had nothing to do with it. To me, both have a lot to prove, even though both have almost traveled the same road, crossing them over only from one connection to one fighter, which is the prize fighter from Vegas. To me, win or lose, Cotto gets the second showdown with the prize fighter from Vegas if he decides to come back for fight number 50. And Canelo gets Triple G. Because two losses, if he loses to Cotto, doesn't lower his stock, okay? Unless he's knocked out in the first fucking round, which I highly doubt will happen. Cotto has potential and also a high chance of beating Canelo by outboxing Canelo, okay? Cotto has displayed his boxing skills, his chess playing skills against the Grandmaster himself, the prize fighter from Vegas. He gave him one of the hardest fights ever in his career behind Emmanuel Augustus. Canelo, on the other hand, has had problems with boxers except Austin Trout, whose skills were diminished after the loss to Canelo, in my opinion. Canelo had a match against the prize fighter from Vegas and hesitated in every round after the second. And personally, I feel he took it easy that night. But he did nothing to the Vegas prize fighter as he was neutralized in that fight. Either way, both men have paved their way to greatness and to the position that they are in now, today. When we say Cotto, we see his accomplishments. When we say Canelo, we see his achievements. We see the hard work, the training, the sportsmanship, and rivalries. Okay? Now, the sportsmanship and rivalries between the two countries within the sport has been beautiful and respectful, never disrespectful, never taken to another level. It's all tradition, from your grandpops to your pops to your seed, and so on and so forth. No matter what stage, okay? No matter what stage of this sport you're in, okay? Casual, fight fan, hardcore, historian, whatever stage of the sport that you're in, fights like these are what graduate one to the next level of being a fan and knowing your history. 15 years from now, this fight will be mentioned with the other great rivalries within the sport's history. The most humane way to let off differences between two cultures and two countries is through proven, okay, and chosen heroes, tradition, tribal tradition, Taino Indians and the Mexican natives as well. Me being Cherokee and Taino, I am proud that this fight is going to happen between these two warriors. If this fight lacks, well, we have to blame the politics and the level of competition within the sport as to the promoters and boxers. A lot of titles are given with no ranking system being enforced. Rules are made after they have been broken. A double standard that actually omits the consumer's feelings and takes the dollars with a smile and a fuck you and a pat on the back. We won't see some fights made, but we will see some fights made. That's what we have to live for and are left with. Canelo versus GGG? Maybe. Cotto versus GGG? No. Cotto versus the prize fighter from Vegas? Big possibility. The prize fighter knows how to neutralize Cotto. Okay, it would be a walk in the park, and most who know it know exactly what I'm saying. Let's just hope that this fight will live up to the hype and we are labeling it to be. And we can only blame ourselves if it lacks. We both know, okay, we all know that high impact fights are great, but the risk and the competitiveness has to be there as well. My name is J.Cotto. That is my breakdown of the 24/7 Cotto Canelo, and soon I'll be coming with my fight prediction and breakdown. Thank you for joining my fight page. And like I said before, man, we'll get through this week. Don't worry about it. God bless. Hashtag come back to boxing.